Even the most successful leaders have lacked confidence at one point or another, but anyone who is willing to work on gaining, boosting, creating their confidence can absolutely master it. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 strategies to increase your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things INFJ personal growth and lifestyle design. If you'd like to learn how you could use life's adversities to your advantage, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it. Let's dive in. So a lot of INFJ entrepreneurs have the worry of lacking the confidence to start their own business and their own side hustle. And my first strategy to increase your entrepreneurial confidence is to keep a cash cow. So what this means, a cash cow, is something that is constantly bringing in a revenue. So if you're currently in a corporate job, you're working your 9 to 5, do not quit your 9 to 5 right now. Do not throw in the towel, but what you need to do is to start your side hustle on the side so that your 9 to 5 can continue paying your bills and supporting you. Successful entrepreneurs maintain multiple streams of income, and this is something that is easier said than done. And I will link right here in the info cards to a video I made on passive income ideas for INFJ. So go after this one and check that video out. So once your side hustle can match your 9 to 5 job, that then is the only time that I recommend quitting your 9 to 5 to reduce the overwhelm, because without having a source of income, that you would be so stressed, you would be so anxious, you won't know how you are going to pay your bills, and that's going to just drive INFJs crazy. So the best way to help you to build your confidence as an entrepreneur is to ensure that you have a fixed, solid income that is paying your bills whilst you're working on your side hustle. And you have to know that confidence is gained incrementally. It's not something that happens overnight. You don't just wake up and decide that I'm going to be confident. It doesn't work like that. Confidence building is about celebrating the small wins. So when you set yourself a goal and you achieve that goal, that little win, every little win is a celebration because you have achieved something that you want and you have made it happen for yourself. My second strategy to building confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur is to learn continuously. The entrepreneurship journey is not an easy one. It is very intense because most of the times it's just you. So you're going to have to put on the hat of several other employees and you need to learn their skills. You have to identify the thing that you need to learn the most and focus on that. So for example, when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't know anything about video production, video editing, lighting, microphones. Like all of that was completely new to me, and those are things that I have had to make the time to learn. Also, I did not know a lot about video marketing and search engine optimization. Those are other skills that I've had to gain and learn along the journey, and some of these skills you only truly learn them by doing it. So it's not so much something that you can sit down and study and read a book about it, but when you put the little knowledge that you have in practice, that's going to accumulate a lot more based on the experience that you would have gathered. And I think that that's the fastest way to learn. You have to start before you're ready. Don't wait to read all the books. Don't wait to know everything that you need to know. Just start wherever you are, and then you can watch your progress. You can look back where you started and where you are now, and you can see the progress that you have made in that time. And that will help you to boost your confidence when you can see how far you have come to where you are now, and you know that that is your hard work, your dedication, your efforts are paying off because you can see yourself improve and get better. My third strategy for building your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur is you have to have the right support system. You have to find your tribe. So you need to know who you can go to for help, for advice, and for ideas. You have to identify somebody in your field, in your industry, that has already achieved that thing that you want to achieve. For one, validates that what you want to do is something realistic and achievable, and that person is your proof. So you go to them and you ask them what has been the peak of their journey, what has been the pit of their journey, so that you can learn from the mistakes they made, and they can advise you on, based on their experience, on what you need to do, what you need to avoid, and how you can go about achieving the things that you really want. And if it's somebody that is in your life and you know them personally, that's great. If not, then you can seek out a mentor, find somebody that you admire online. I did the same thing. I found a great coach and who I loved and respected in the industry, and I joined their coaching program because I know that this is something that is going to help me get further and faster and avoid so many mistakes that I would have made had I gone the journey alone. So mentors are something that you should not sleep on. So right before we get into my next strategy for building your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur, I want you in the comments below to let me know what it is that is holding you back from entrepreneurship, so I can see if it's something that I can help you with. So let me know in the comments below. I would love to help you out. My fourth strategy for building your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur is that you have to launch and don't wait for perfection. As an INFJ, I know that we like to have everything perfect, everything laid out, and this allows us to procrastinate in a lot of situations, and in some situations this allows us to talk ourselves out of getting things done. So once you have an idea, I say progress over perfection. Perfection doesn't actually exist. You have to start where you are, because this is going to help you build your confidence, because it's going to show you exactly where you are now, where you want to be, and how far you've actually come. So by these measurements will boost your confidence, because you can see that is by your hard work and your determination that has moved you from the space that you were, and you're getting closer to achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. And also by starting with an MVP, a minimal viable product, this allows you to take it to market quicker and faster, because this is just the core version of your product or your service, and it allows you to investigate and evaluate the product or service's potential when it goes to market without having to invest a lot of capital into it. By validating your idea or product, your product or service, as early as possible, it takes away the guesswork, and that will boost your confidence, because you will know the exact potential your product or service has, and you have exact results that you can expect from your product or services, and this will just give you the assurance that you are on the right track. My fifth strategy to help you build your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur is that you have to embrace the worst case scenarios. So you're starting a new business. The worst case scenario is that your business is not going to succeed, and your target market are not going to be interested in your product or services, and you're going to have to adjust, adapt, tweak your initial idea into something that is more specific and suitable and required by your target market. That is the worst case scenario. So, and if you have gone the minimal viable product route, you wouldn't have invested a lot of money at this point. You have to look at how bad could it be. And for a lot of people, lack of confidence stems from fear. It's the fear of failure, fear of losing money, fear of what will people say. So the only way to overcome confidence issues is to find out what it is that you are afraid of, because it's coming out of fear. You are afraid of something. What is it that you're afraid of? You're afraid to fail. Nobody wants to fail. Yes, failure is very painful. Failure is not a situation that anybody wants to be in, but it's an inevitable part of life. For you to know success, you have to have known failure. For you to appreciate your success, you have to have failed. For you to learn and be successful, you have to have failed and learn from those failures that then resulted in success. And this is something that comes easily to INFJs because we like to think ahead, and we like to think and plan and to evaluate and analyze things. So in this analysis process, you can help yourself to figure out what is it that I am afraid of, so that you can make a plan in going forward to overcome that specific thing. And this will reduce the stress and anxiety that you feel as an INFJ entrepreneur, because you know that you have addressed the very root of your fear that is impacting your confidence. So once you have addressed this and you have put things in place to overcome it, that's going to give you it's going to reassure you and give you the confidence that you need to take going forward. Spending time thinking about the worst case scenario is something that as an INFJ we do have to be cautious of, because in that process we could effectively talk ourselves out of the whole idea in the first place. But you have to give yourself a time limit. This is an activity that I recommend doing using the Pomodoro productivity technique, where you set your timer for 25 minutes and you thoroughly think about all the things that could go wrong in your business, in your project, in your career, and you list out the things that you are most afraid of and how you want to overcome it for you to reach the level of success that you would like to reach. So by using the Pomodoro technique, this gives you 25 minutes only. So these 25 minutes, you are going to focus on identifying what the problem is and how you can overcome it. Any more than 25 minutes, then it's going to allow extra time for you to allow the fear to set in and talk yourself out of it, which is what we don't want to happen. That's why I suggest using the Pomodoro technique to avoid being a typical INFJ and overthinking and talking yourself out of great opportunities. In the description box below, I do have a free download confidence building guide for INFJ. I created it especially for you, so go ahead and download that for more on how to build your confidence as an INFJ entrepreneur. Now go and watch this playlist for more on all things INFJ, and I'll see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.